Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
Next, you will look at some of the basic concepts of printing. To print your image to the default printer, select File from the menu bar, then choose the Print command in either Edit mode or in the Organizer to launch the Print dialog box, where you can select a printer and set the various print options. Depending on the version of Elements you are using, your dialog box may look a little bit different, but you will still have the same choices to print your image. In the left pane, you can add or subtract photos to or from your print job by clicking the Add and Remove buttons that appear at the bottom left corner of the screen. If you click Add, you can choose to add photos that are currently in the browser, an entire catalog, or an album by selecting those choices within the Add to Photos dialog box that appears. You then use the adjacent drop-downs to make your selection if needed. To search for images to add to the print job by keyword tag, select that option button and use the drop-down to select from the various keyword tags. In addition, you can choose to only show photos with ratings and also show any hidden photos by checking those checkboxes. The choices you make will be displayed to the right. Click any choice you would like to add to select them. You can also use the Select All and Deselect All buttons shown below the choices to help you make your selections. After making your selections, click either the Add Selected Photos and then Done buttons, or just click the Cancel button if you choose not to add any photos to the print job. At that point, either way, you will be returned to the print dialog box. If you have multiple photos, you can select a photo from the listing shown at the left side of the screen. To remove a selected photo from the print job, you can simply click the Remove button at the bottom of the left panel. If you have multiple photos selected, then you can use the Go Forward a Page and Go Back a Page buttons, which look like small blue arrows in the middle pane of the dialog box, to select a page of the print job to adjust. In the middle pane of the print dialog box, you can choose to rotate the selected page by clicking the two Rotate buttons. To rotate the image within the image placeholder, check the adjacent Image Only checkbox before clicking the Rotate buttons. To scale the image within the image placeholder on the page, use the slider to the right of the rotation buttons, or click the button shown at either end of the slider to set the minimum or maximum scaling possible. In the Position section in the middle pane of the dialog box, you can also select how to position your image on the page. To center the image in the page, check the Center Image checkbox. To specify your own position, uncheck the Center Image checkbox, then enter specific values into the top and left fields, and then use the Units drop-down to specify the units of measurement for the values you entered. In the right pane, make your printing selections. Select the printer to use from the drop-down in the Select Printer section. In the Printer Settings section, you can keep the current printer settings shown, or you can click the Change Settings button to make advanced changes to your selected printer in the Change Settings dialog box that appears. If you open the Change Settings dialog box, use the drop-downs to make your selections, and then click the OK button to apply them. In the Select Paper Size section, select a paper size by using the drop-down. In the Select Type of Print section, choose a type of print from the drop-down. Your choices are individual prints, picture package, or contact sheet. In the Select Print Size section, choose a print size from the drop-down. To crop the photo to fill a selected print size, check the Crop to Fit checkbox. Choose the number of copies to print by entering a value into the Print Number of Copies field, or by clicking the adjacent up and down arrows on the number field to change its value. To change the page setup options for the printer you have selected, you can click the Page Setup button to open a printer-specific dialog box that will allow you to adjust those settings if available. Make any changes you want here, and then click the OK button in the dialog box to apply them and return to the print dialog box. To set advanced print options, if you are familiar with them, click the More Options button at the bottom of the screen to open a More Options dialog box. Adjust the settings as needed, and then click the OK button to apply the settings and return to the print dialog box. To print your images, simply click the Print button in the bottom right corner of the print dialog box.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.